Do you know a recipe for burnout? If you do, put it in the chat. But if you're curious not to get there at the edge of burnout, right? Really burnout, stay tuned. Today I want to talk about high performers, sex, being on the edge of burnout, or even being there, still working harder and harder. My name is Camilla. I'm Camilla Kalberg. I am the founder of a small advisory company called Kalberg Coaching. And I'm also so happy to be a mom. and I'm here today to talk about burnout. And I'm going to give you a story about a story that shows how difficult it is to get out of the loop. I also want to, with this story, to share that it is possible to create a life where you get to have time for yourself, time for your family, and time to be a high performer. It doesn't have to be the other way around. Something is really not well right now in our society, but let us go through the story and see what shows up. And as always, you know the drill. If you have any comment, just want to say hi, use the chat. That is the only way I know you are watching live. So just enjoy and engage, right? Just be here. We are here to have fun, even though it's a challenging topic today, but it's really about getting the most out of life. At least that's what I'm up for, and those I serve as well. All right, so let's hone in on the story. The story is about a client. Let's call her Sheila. Sheila is a top performer in a global pharmaceutical company. She's been there for several years, and her track records includes working for other major top brands, organizations in the pharma world. She knows her stuff. It's also a tough industry, right? It's about the elbows. It's about really showing. It's about the numbers, about being really delivering quality. We know that. We know that. Those of us who are in that business, we know how important that is. Sheila, she reached out when she was really burned out. She was just giving a new global assignment. You know that when you're in this business, how challenging it can be to run a global project. She was also reporting to the top. And when you report to the top, you just want to really be on your mark. You want to deliver quality. And what happens? You work harder and harder. You work long hours. You sacrifice your own space. You sacrifice your boundaries to serve an organization. Yes, I might be a bit provocative in this conversation today, I sense, I feel, but it's okay. But because there's only one you, and that is really the key message here. Sheila, she was not really pleased with the performance. So guess what happens? And maybe you done it. I've been doing that myself. I start to micromanage. And so did Sheila. Sheila started to micromanage because she was not satisfied enough. And also she started to snap at people when they were falling short, were not delivering upon her quality. There was no agreement on it. There was a lot of expectations, in this space. And guess what happens? Your team members, maybe teamers per name, but you don't really have a strong relationship with these people. They pull back. They deliver, excuse my French, they deliver crap. They report in yellow, they report in green. They're all on track, tick, tick, tick in the box. But when you dive deep in on this, it's a watermelon effect. It's all red. You're just about to go live, and it's, I don't want to say the word, but it's not the quality that you expect. The same was with Sheila. And Sheila was working harder and harder, was she pushing herself. So when the family was meeting for dinner in the kitchen, She was having global meetings, or global, she was having meetings at that dinner time, and she was having her dinner there. She was running this global program, which meant that she was such a servant. She was such a, on the edge of being a really perfectionist, that she woke up very early to meet the Asian part of the world, and then and worked very late to meet and serve the US part of the world. And she was also reporting to a a a VP. Is it more? I can't remember, but that was, it doesn't really matter in this story. But she was reporting to someone who was not in the same country, neither in the same time zone. This person had no respect of Sheila's private life, family life. That person just expected Sheila to be available. This meant that Sheila was almost working 24/5. You may know this is a recipe for burnout. Sheila, when stepping back and looking, reflecting on her life at that time, she would say that was a recipe of burnout. I was really burned out when I reached out to you, Camilla. Yes, she was, but when you're in the middle of it, you have no idea. You just perform and you conform to the environment. Sheila reached out because that something had to change. She obviously, because that's how what happens is that something is wrong. That they don't do that and they don't do what I want. It's like, and but still she was like also something like shifting in the manager. She was managers, senior exec she was reporting to, not respecting her boundaries. But the fact of it, or the fact that the real challenge here was that Sheila did not respect and set up clear boundaries for her own work and how she wanted to perform. She conformed to a culture that was very toxic. She conformed to a way of working that it was expected, but it's never been agreed. And because she was in that environment where there was a lot of expectations, a lot of performance, a lot of money, like show off and shine, a lot of kings, a lot of queens, you want to be part of that game because, like, I can't pull back if I also want to put my mark in this world, like this and that in the organization. So, how can I pull back when the rest of the gang are just kings and queens? Well, I helped Sheila, but actually, it can be done in a different way. And why wait till you get a VP till you get promoted to a VP to finally spend time with your family when they enjoy dinner? Why wait? Why wait? Right? And why wait to enjoy life until you finally got promoted to the VP level? Why wait? I helped Sheila shift her life around. I helped Sheila to shift perspective that actually you can be a top performer and have a family and have time for yourself. But just by learning to set your own boundaries, set very clear boundaries of what you want to do, or not so much what you want to do, what you want to, how you want to perform, and how you want to do it. Because you have, and I right now I have a lot of conversations going on with leaders who are curious to explore and get clear on their vision and their dreams for 2023 and beyond. And I hear the same statement again and again. But I can't really claim my working hours when all the other ones work 12 hours or more. Who says that? Who says that you can't claim what you know to be best for you, for your team members? It's really like that. Nothing is impossible. You are the reason why people have hired you for that position. You have all the wisdom, you have all the knowledge, you know how to do this. You may have a bit of self-doubts now and again. I think most of us have that. But the thing is, it's not gonna make you fall flat and just conform to whatever environment you're working in, even though you know that it's violating your core principles, your core values. That's I want to share with you today, is that you can do it differently. You can do it differently. And don't challenge yourself with love and say that what I'm doing right now, is that really how I want to live my life? I was in Dubai December. And a lot of all of us were on different hot seats. And there was one we were all highly successful people, but there was one participant who worked really hard, like Sheila. And our trainer said, what you do right now, you role model for your kids. And I want to give that to you as well. What you do right now, you role model for your kids how to be as an adult. Is that how you show up right now? Is that really how you want your kids to be when they're in their professional roles, when they're establishing themselves with their family and friends and a lovely life? Without knowing you, my guess would be no. My guess would be no if you put yourself so hard or push yourself so hard that you don't even have time to go to the gym, time to cook good dinner, healthy dinner, have time to eat with your family, have time to just enjoy, right? So now it's time to slow down. It's time to pause. And it's time to set your boundaries for success. I don't know, but I'm guessing that when we're connecting, that you're also in your 4.0 or in your 5.0 version. I am in my 5.0. I wouldn't say what I say now when I was in my 2.0 or my 3.0, but I become wiser. And so have you. You have so much knowledge. So trust yourself, set your boundaries for your success, and you will see everything shift. And if for some reason the organization you serve don't appreciate and allow that you just work max 10 hours or even 5 hours a day because you work smart and you have team members that can help you set you up for success. If your organization don't support that and you have to defend why you do what you do, how you prioritize your life, maybe it's time now for you to really reflect who you want to serve. You are an important asset. Don't remember that. Thank you for tuning in. I love you as always. I appreciate you and I'm grateful that we connected. I hope that this concept, and I know the title was said Recipe for Burnout. I hope that this concept of not going down that road, right? Not going down that alley, inspired you to take action. If you want my help, let's talk. I can help you create another life where there's space for yourself, for your family, as well as for being a top performer and talented person as you are. Thanks for tuning in. Speak soon. Bye for now.